Hi everybody, I'm Simon Gibbs from Autodesk and we're here in Copenhagen at the BrightGreen Expo, part of the COP15 UN Climate Change Summit. Let's look how Autodesk products can help build a better world.
Was sort of the main discovery.
My name is Christine Brunnett and I'm working for the Danish Building Material Federation. I'm working within the areas of energy, climate and sustainable buildings and constructions. Buildings are a major part of the solution to the climate problems that we have today, and they are sort of the solution. A recent report from the International Energy Agency shows that 54% of the CO2 emissions today can actually be reduced by looking at buildings and making them more energy efficient. We actually have the technology today to build energy efficiently. We can build houses that actually produce energy today. So we don't have to wait. We can actually start now and we can build these houses, and we can also renovate the existing houses so that they can be much more energy efficient than they are today.
Technology is very important in sustainable design because it really helps the designers make informed decisions. So having the information to hand that can really push the design in the right direction to make the most sustainable building possible. To build a sustainable building, you're really looking at many different factors. You're looking at how it can be more energy efficient, reducing the need, for example, to heat and cool the building, perhaps using natural methods such as natural ventilation to do that. It's about many other factors, making the building a very nice place in which to work, live or play. It's about siting the building correctly, the correct orientation or the correct form, but also how it ties into the local ecology. So the biodiversity aspect is also very important.
We could get really far by using these tools. We could have houses that are actually producing energy, giving back to the electrical grid. And also with the existing buildings that are already there, we could have them much more energy efficient than we have today. My message to the world today would be start looking at buildings, making sure to use the right IT tools to design your buildings, and then of course using the right materials at the same time.
Complex happens actually with a very sick wife at 12.
My name is David Fink. I'm with Schmidthammer Lassen in Copenhagen. We have an office in Aarhus, London, Oslo and Shanghai. And our focus is sustainable architecture. We can start at the very early stages when we're first developing the geometry to develop the best possible geometry for the local conditions. And this is a key advantage to develop the correct geometry early in the design process. So when we come further into the process for the engineers begin to design their systems, we have a much better basis for them to build upon. The Crystal and Sky project here in Copenhagen was one of the first Revit projects that has been done at Schmidthammer Lassen. And this is a very special building because it's an office building that's constructed almost entirely of glass, yet its energy requirements are much lower than your typical office building. This uses cooling from the harbor, it uses solar power for electricity and for heating as well.
Buildings contribute 40% of greenhouse gas emissions and energy usage, and it's very important that if we can change the building environment, make better buildings, improve existing buildings, then we stand a good chance of reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Rapid energy modelling has come about from the need to really improve existing building stock. By being able to take a photograph of the building, turn that into a three-dimensional model that can be analysed, you can start to do energy analysis to really understand where that building can target its carbon reduction areas. With Green Building Studio, we can take a building information model from our Revit product and start to do whole building energy analysis. For an architect or building service engineer, this gives them a good understanding of the potential performance of the building. They can then make informed design decisions to determine what is better for the building. Is the decision they make better or worse? Here within Revit we have the building model. We're able to take the model data and export that out to Green Building Studio. What these tools give them is more information about the design. It lets them make the decisions based on real feedback. How is the building performing? What direction do I need to take the building in? If an architect or engineer is not using a tool such as Ecotect Analysis, which incorporates Green Building Studio, they stand a chance of not making the best decisions. It's very important for Autodesk at COP15 to showcase products such as Ecotect Analysis, because it really shows that we have tools that can help people make decisions very, very early on.